Well, apparently, I'm sure that you're aware that there's this movement on worldwide about this backlash against white people.
What? There's a backlash against white people?
Yeah, white people are the scourge of the earth now. Everything has to do with anti-white people now.
Hadn't heard that.
Especially white males. If you're a white male, you know, we want nothing to do with you.
Good. Okay.
Well, apparently this is spilling over into radio now.
Radio, okay.
Over in England, another English story here.
Okay.
The BBC is advertising for a trainee journalist for their radio division, the BBC. But they do not want white people to apply.
Oh, good. Guess they don't have the same laws as here, do they?
Well, we'll find out about that.
Okay.
Posh white people need not apply.
Wow.
BBC advertises for a £20,000 a year trainee journalist job at Radio 1. But the role is only open to candidates from an ethnic minority or lower social economic background.
I see. So we're only looking for less qualified candidates.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
Okay, good.
A BBC traineeship is not accepting applications from posh white people. Sparking claims that the national broadcaster may have broken employment laws.
Oh, so they do have laws, huh?
They do have laws.
Okay.
The role, which pays 20,000, I guess it's pounds a year.
Okay.
Would see the successful applicant placed at one of the UK's biggest radio stations, BBC Radio 1, for a year in their London office.
Okay.
But the opportunity, which will only take Black, Asian, mixed ethnicity, or lower socioeconomic applicants, could be recruiting illegally if it is classed as a job rather than a development opportunity.
What do you think? And I'm being serious here. What do you think if we get rid of all this shit and just say you can segregate any way you want? What if we just got rid of it? Businesses, employment, social situations, everything. What do you think about that? You think anybody in today's world would be upset about that?
I don't think so.
Until one ethnicity
starts failing.
No, it goes the other way. Starts succeeding.
Oh, yeah.
Because then they would go after, then they'd be like, well, how come they get to make all the money, you know?
Yeah. Well, we have that now.
We do?
Yeah.
Who's the big winners? The white guys?
Pretty much. I mean, if you are paying attention, and I know you haven't really recently, Elizabeth Warren wants to break up Apple. She wants to break up Amazon. She wants to break up Google. She wants to break up all these major corporations because they're the winners of the world.
Good luck with that.
And then anybody who attempts to get into the game, quote unquote, the game that as a competitor, they're wasting their time and money because they're entering the kill zone.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's her thought process.
Well, her thought process is retarded as has been everything that she's said for the past years.
But that's the attitude or the perception that, you know, the white guys are winning now. So we need to break that up to give everybody else a chance.
First of all, has she ever visited a tech office?
Probably not. But she thought she's a Native American too. Sure.
Well, believe me, people that are actually of color work at the tech offices, not fucking white guys. White guys are not dominating in tech. They're not. Indians and Asians are dominating in tech.
Yeah, but who owns the company or who's the head of the companies?
Okay, but who's doing the work? So if people,
they're the slaves.
Yeah, apparently. You know what? Here's the real part of that Amazon or Apple or whatever you want to pick. You take any one of those companies, they put out the better product.
Yeah, of course.
Google puts out believe me, I'm well aware of that. Google's fucking reading I use Gmail or G Suite, for both of my companies. And I use Google Docs for all my books, and I use Google Spreadsheet or whatever it's called, Google Sheets and Google Spreadsheet. And, I use everything Google. I don't use anything Microsoft anymore. My whole life is fucking Google. Google Voice. If there's a Google product with it, I use a Google API, name it. I'm in. That being said, you know why I'm in? Because they make the best fucking product.
And it works.
I don't ever fucking think, man, am I going to be able to get my email today? Am I going to be able to create a document today? Am I going to be able to write on my book today? I never think about that. The shit works. Back when Microsoft was the only game in town, guess what I used? Fucking Microsoft. Before that, when WordPerfect was the only game in town, I used WordPerfect or Lotus Notes or whatever, Microsoft, what was it called? What was that? The database program that they had, DBase or whatever.
Yeah.
I used all that shit because it was the best product at the time. Now Google's the best product at the time. Look, me and you on the show and in personal life have tried other products than Amazon. We both tried Jet.
Yep.
Right?
We did.
Didn't like Jet.
Yeah, it got bought out.
Oh, is it bought out by?
Yeah, I think Walmart bought them out for like a couple $2 billion.
Right. But the point was, we didn't stick with Jet.
No.
Because we didn't like Jet.
Yeah, it was okay, but it wasn't quite as user friendly.
Amazon was better.
Yeah.
So we stuck with Amazon. Google is better than whoever else. So we stick with Google. iTunes, I don't use iTunes personally because I didn't think it was better. Their product. Now I love Apple's product. I mean, I have an iPhone right here in my hand. I have an iPad. I have a MacBook Pro. I have another MacBook Pro sitting in there on the kitchen table. I have an iMac sitting over here on the other desk. I have a lot of Mac product. All my kids have iPhones. My son has an iPad. I have given probably $10,000 to Apple. Reason? Their fucking product works. Their product works better than Dell or HP or whatever, which I have some of those as well. But, I don't have an Asus anymore. Why? Because my Asus went to shit. So I don't buy it anymore. Why is there such a drastic push to penalize people for doing their job well?
Because it's this pandering to the people who don't achieve.
Yeah, but the fact that they don't achieve, if you don't use Google's product, what are you going to use that's as good? You've used other email services before. You use a Gmail account.
I do.
And you've used other email. You were a Yahoo guy for a lot of years.
I still have my Yahoo account. I use my Yahoo account for certain things, and I use my Gmail account for certain things.
But basically, your Yahoo account is your backup.
My Yahoo account is the account that I receive my emails on from paying my bills or ordering something online.
Sure.
Because whenever you order something online, they always add your email address to some other list. Some other list. So that all gets captured by Yahoo. Right.
So it's your B account.
Yeah.
And that's it. Why if Yahoo was better, if it did a better job servicing email than Gmail does, Yahoo would be your main account and Gmail would be your fucking throwaway account.
Quite possibly, yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point. The point is, Pete, the market is speaking. The market is the reason these guys are huge is because they're doing a better job.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem. These certain politicians don't like the free market. They want to be in control of it.
Yeah. Well, there's a bag of things called dicks which they can fucking eat.